What is up, guys? My name is Tanner Plants, and I'm super excited that you made it here because now you're on the right track to your potential of becoming successful with dropshipping. So there's either two reasons why you're here. One, you want to have financial freedom. And two, you want to reach success with Shopify dropshipping. So that store right there, that is all just overnight sales. It is currently 9:30 in the morning, and I woke up about an hour ago, and that is what my sales were at. I didn't do any work. So that's the power of Shopify dropshipping. You can automate it and just have sales coming in all the time, 24/7. So now pay attention to these 3 training videos. I'm going to be telling you guys some things that I've never told anyone. These are exclusive videos just for you guys. So pay very close attention. In this video, I'll be going over the exact influencer marketing structure that I use to get sales. And for those of you that don't really know what dropshipping is, let me give you guys a quick overview. So basically, you find a supplier on AliExpress that sells a certain product. Let's just say it costs $2. So then what we're going to do is we're going to create an online storefront on Shopify, and we're going to be selling that same product but for a higher price. And then we're going to market our own store, and once we make a sale, we're going to contact that supplier and then give them the customer's information and pay them, and then they ship the product directly to your customer and you just collect the profit. So it's all automated on Shopify. I go over all of that in my course. But now let's get into my influencer marketing structure. So for those of you that want to see like what the Shopify dashboard looks like before we get into this is sort of what it looks like. It shows your sales here for the day, your orders, your visits, and your live view. I really love this customer live view because you can see exactly where people are from and what actions they are taking on your store. So you can see people who are in the carts, are checking out, and they're purchasing within the past 10 minutes. So now we're here on this Google document that I made on my 5 steps to influencer ad success. I guarantee you, you're never gonna see this exact structure anywhere else on YouTube, on Instagram, whatever. You're not gonna find it. So let's get into this. So influencer marketing is basically where you are paying an influencer on Instagram, whether it's a theme page or a personal page, to promote your product and promote your brand. So the first thing you need to do when you have the idea of wanting to do influencer marketing is qualify your potential customer. And what I mean by that is a lot of people mess up with the targeting of their ads, and that's why they don't make sales. They get a little bit of traffic, but they don't get sales because they're not qualifying their customers. So what I mean by that is you have to think about these potential customers. If you were on the other side of the spectrum here, you know, this wasn't your store, but you were a consumer for this company, you have to think, you know, what would I have to be interested in order to buy from this store? You know, if it's jewelry, then, you know, I want to be interested in jewelry, I want to be interested in fashion and stuff like that. So you want to qualify your potential customers and sort of determine what you think they would like. But you can't just use your own emotions and thoughts. You have to look at data and back up those emotions with data, because data is king when it comes to dropshipping and marketing and overall just getting sales. And the second thing you need to do is relay that customer niche onto an Instagram account. What I mean by that is once you have determined the niche of your potential customer, you need to find an Instagram account related to that. So there are very many tools. I go over this in my course of, you know, finding influencers and everything like that. So you have to find an account that is relatable to that potential customer, and then you have to determine which one is best based off of the engagement activity on that account. There are many tools you can use to check the engagement. I go over that in my course so you can see what's going on with that page and if it is worth it or if it is not worth it. So the third thing I have here is you need to contact the influencer. I see a lot of people mess up with this. They just DM them and they're like, why did I not get a response? Because that is not the most effective way. These big accounts get tons of DMs, you know, not just from people wanting to buy ads, but from people, just random people, just trying to DM them. So the best way is via Kik Messenger. So I'm sure not all of you know what that is, but basically it's an app, Kik, K-I-K. You use that to message people, you know, you have a username and a profile picture and stuff like that. And most big influencers that are really into selling ads, they will have their Kik in their bio of their Instagram account, and then you message them through there, say, hey, I want to buy an ad, and then you go from there, they'll send their rates, and you can negotiate from there. I go over all of that in my course. And the fourth thing is you have to create a captivating advertisement to post on that page. So this is probably one of the most hardest things you have to do when it comes to actually having a successful campaign with an influencer, is creating the ad, because the influencer doesn't create the ad for you. You have to do it yourself. So you have to spend the time to figure out, you know, which product pictures are best. What text can I add to this picture in order to make it more appealing to these potential customers? There's tons of variables that actually go into an influencer ad, which makes it become successful. So the best thing that I figured out lately is slides. So on Instagram, you can add slides now where you can add multiple pictures and, you know, people can scroll through it. So I've been using that a lot lately because you can add a cover and then multiple pictures behind it for your advertisement, and it becomes a lot more effective because there's more of an appeal effect for these potential customers when they're scrolling through all these pictures instead of just looking at one. It gives them options to look at, and that's different opportunities for you to potentially get this customer to buy something. So the last thing here, step number 5, is you pay the influencer. So you pay the influencer and then they post the ad at the certain time that you specified on. account. So the best way to do this for a tax write-off perspective and to make sure everything's safe is through a PayPal invoice. So what you do, you send your PayPal email to this influencer, and they will send you an invoice for that price, and then you pay it. A lot of people in the past when buying ads, they worry about, is this influencer gonna scam me? Can I get my money back? And stuff like that. So it was hard to determine which way to send money because there was two options, friends and family or a sales. And a lot of influencers only wanted friends and family, so it seemed sort of sketchy for most people. But now a lot of big influencers, the real ones, are doing invoices. And even if they don't want to do invoice, just tell them invoice or you don't want to do it. So that is the influencer marketing structure that I use personally for my stores and for my ads on Instagram. So there's tons of variables that go into it, and this was just a basic overview giving you an idea of something that I've never told anybody before. So now make sure you go check out the second video, and I will see you there. Peace.